Oh, hello, hello to all of my beautiful people out there. I am Natasha. I'm coming to you with this great message, with this great news. Today's topic is going to be how to keep positive people around you. Yes, you guys, positive people. We love a positive person, right? Because when you have been around a positive person, you feel good when they leave your presence, right? You feel amazing. It's like someone amazing has just entered in your presence, and then you are walking through life with great expectation, right? And you're walking through life just feeling uplifted. That is the power of being around a positive person. We all want to be positive people ourselves, right? So I'm here to give you 5 key steps on how to find positive people and how to keep positive people around you. All right? So let's get right into it. Number 1, the key to keeping positive people around you is to pray. All right? This is number 1 because it's the number 1 thing that I do before anything, and I encourage you to do the same thing. So important that you learn to come before God and pray first and foremost before you make any major moves or make any major leaps in your life. If you have a question, if you have any concerns, if you come before God and you pray first, you tend to get the answer that you're looking for, and things begin to really work out for you. So it's so important that you, number 1, pray. All right. So number 2 is to examine your relationships. All right. I always say that people's actions speak louder than words, but people's their patterns speak louder than their actions. All right. So examine your relationships. Examine these things that you have different connections, different relationships with people, and it's so vital that you really take time to sit down and to think about everyone that it is that you're surrounding yourself with. It's not to say that you need to be very critical of them, but it is to say that you need to watch the company that you keep. So you have to look at the past situations with these people. They're either positive for your life or they're negative. There is no in between. There is no gray area. All right. Either they're affecting your life in a positive way or they're affecting your life in a negative way. So someone can say to you, oh yeah, I love you so much. I support you so much. But when it comes time, repeatedly, when it comes time for them to support you, they're nowhere to be found. Okay. So that is very, very, very vital for you to watch their patterns. All right. So that's number 2. Number 3 is, this is important. This is super important. All right. Don't be oblivious. When people tell you who they are, it is up to you. It is up to us to believe them. It is so, so vital for you to believe when people tell you who they are. They can say, have you ever been around someone who said something that really hurt you, that was really hurtful towards you, and vindictive and evil? And you sat back and later on you thought about what they said because it bothered you. Well, guess what? That was probably them telling you who they are as a person. If they said something hurtful to you, then they may be thinking hurtful things about you behind your back. So you have to protect yourself 24/7. You have to protect yourself. It's up to us to be wise about who we hang with, right? So don't be oblivious. All right. Don't hang on to someone just because you really love them. You can love them, but you can also love them from a distance. So don't be oblivious when someone tells you who they are. Believe them. This is how you maintain and keep your peace. This is also how you protect yourself, and this is how you keep other positive people around you, because you are getting rid of the toxicity. All right. Number 4, one of my most favorite ones ever. All right. Number 4 is become more positive. That's right. It's like that saying, become the person you'd like to be around. That's important, because if you really want something and you want it bad enough, you'll examine yourself internally, and then you'll begin to read the books that you need to read to become this person. You'll begin to switch gears in a way, because now you're educating yourself on how to become this person. Now you are watching videos on personal development of how to become this person that you really want to become. And then you are becoming this person because your actions are lining up with that. So it's important for you to become more positive as a person. Examine your mindset. How are you thinking, on a regular basis? Examine how you are thinking. If you want to be around more positive people, then guess what? You have to become that positive person that you want to be around. So read the books. Read books on positive thinking. Read your Bible. Read your Bible. What does the Bible say about positivity? That's number 4, become more positive. Number 5 is, I'm going to take a second because number 5 is the cream of the crop. It is the last and final step, but it is one of the most important ones. Number 5 is to cut out the toxic people. Cut out the toxic people in your life. Cut them out. Get them out of there. They serve you no purpose at this point. At some point, it becomes a time where you have to sit back and say to yourself, do I love them more than me? Do I care more for this person, or do I care more for my own well-being? All right? That becomes your make or break, then you're going to obviously choose to cut out the people that's toxic, because your well-being should be more and worth more than the fulfillment of someone else, especially a toxic person who just wants to drain your energy and care nothing about you. They just care about themselves. And oftentimes toxic people, they're very selfish. So that should be the end all be all. Like, do I care more about this person, or do I care more about myself? So I would choose myself. I would choose my own well-being, and I will cut out the toxic people. Now, it's so important. This is very important for you to understand, is that sometimes when we have friends that we've been friends with for a very long time, we want to hold on to that person simply because we feel and we believe that time that we've spent and we've invested in this person, that time we feel matters more than the relationship itself. And I'm here to tell you that if you keep a toxic person around you simply because of the fact that you all have been friends for X amount of years, for 20 years plus, that's not even a good reason to keep this person in your life. This person may be toxic and draining you physically and mentally, draining you. And if you're keeping this person in your life simply because of time, then guess what's happening to you? This person is pulling on you, and they're physically and mentally pulling on you, and they could also very well be holding you back from a blessing simply because you're holding on to them, which is not wise, only because of the amount of time that you all have remained friends. So the amount of time that you've invested in them is still not worth you holding on to a toxic person who means you They may mean you well, even. They actually may even mean you well. They may have your best interest at heart. But even that does not mean that you are still supposed to be around this person. So we are very much so imperfect. So I understand. I've also been in that situation where I've kept someone around me who was toxic simply because of the amount of time that I had invested in this person as a friend. But then you live and you learn, and when you pray for guidance and God speaks, we are to be obedient and we are to listen. So if you are in a situation where you are this person that I'm speaking of, who have toxic people around you, then it is in your best interest to follow these steps 1 through 5 so that you can be free and released from the toxic people in your life. And Natasha, why are you saying to rid my life of toxic people? Well, I'm going to tell you why I'm saying this. The reason you have to rid your life of toxic people is because you have to clear out the clutter in your life in order to receive the positive people that you actually want to be around you. If your life is consumed with toxic people, then you're never going to draw in the positive people in your life that are probably, waiting for you, or looking for you, It's something about positivity that keeps us young, all right? We have to examine our lives, care about ourselves, love ourselves enough to care. Don't get bogged down on the opinions of other people, because the moment that you do, then you're not going to exactly have your own best interest at heart. So then you're going to become so consumed with the opinions of other people because you want people to like you. And then you're going to completely forget about yourself and your own well-being. So those were my 5 key steps, you all, on how to keep positive people around you, or how to draw positive people into your life, and how to get the toxic people out of your life. I hope that this message reaches who it's supposed to. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel below. Hit the like button if you really enjoyed this video. Comment and tell me, how do you keep positive people around you? What are some positive messages that you would share with other people who's watching this channel? Let's go ahead and stay inspired. And as always, if you feel that someone needs to hear this message, go ahead and share this video, and let's get the word out on how to keep positive people around us, all right? I love you, and as always, I pray, I believe, and I know that you will win. Peace and blessings, you guys.